Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 Soviet Premium Heavy, the IS-6, a vehicle which received a truly massive buff in the latest update of the game. This is what the IS-6 looks like to standard ammo nowadays. This is 236 millimeters of APCR pen, and, well, yeah, the armor is actually insane. If you angle the IS-6 properly with enhanced armor, the lower plate, upper plate, and corner cutout will all be impervious. Even loading gold, the IS-6's armor is crazy. This is 322 mils of heat pen. Look at this. The corner cutout is 305. The upper plate is over 359. You know what's really sad? The IS-6 now is officially more armor than the IS-4 at tier 10. I'm not joking. The IS-6 actually has more armor. If you put this tank right now in tier 10, it would get more bounces than the IS-4. Now, the turret is still pretty weak. I will say that. For any of you that are wondering how to deal with the IS-6, shoot it right here. That is the weak spot. Or you can overmatch the roof. Those are your two weak points. But shooting the upper plate with standard, you're not going to pen it. You're going to have to load gold. And even if you load gold, if you don't have 280 plus mils of pen, you're going to be struggling to pen this thing. The only weak spot you have is that center plate, which is still 250. It's crazy. Even the lower plate is pretty thick. And when you pair that with the fact this vehicle also got a DPM buff, half of its second, or half a second on its reload got taken away, paired with the fact the IS-6 is pretty fast. Oh yeah, and one other buff. It now has 322 millimeters of heat pen. It actually has the most heat pen for a tier 8 heavy in the game now. So you have crazy levels of pen. You have, well, there's one other tank which might have more pen, and somebody can let me know in the comments, which is the Titan Strife. That tank might have 327 heat pen. But I know that both of these have ridiculous levels of heat pen, enough that you're never going to have to worry about cutting through anything, including tier 9s. Like, 320 is enough to cut through an E75 turret any day of the week. But here we are on New Bay. I don't love this map, but I do like the tank, and honestly, it shouldn't matter what map we're on because the level of armor this vehicle features allows us to do just kind of whatever we want. You'll also notice the IS-6 is not slow. It goes 35 kilometers per hour. It doesn't really struggle at all when it comes to its mobility, which is actually pretty nice, I have to say. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to move up, and hopefully we don't get shot in the crossing. Sometimes tanks like to go over there. Now you will notice this is a very, very inaccurate gun. The IS-6 features one of the most inaccurate guns in Tier 8. But we've already gotten some bounces right there. Let's wiggle our vehicle, and oh, there you go, another bounce. We do get penned by the T25AT. That's fine, honestly. The Emil just literally screwed himself. Like, good job, bro. You drove out in the open, you lost more health than me, and you're not in the best situation, I'll tell you that. Let's reload, and let's aim it on the Emil. 322 mils of premium pen would like a word with your turret, sir. That is insane levels of pen. So, yeah, this thing's kind of just amazing. That's really the best way to describe it. Alright, let's aim it on the T25AT. Easy pen. 500 damage as well. That's a juicer. I mean, we're already up to 1600 damage. Now, I do notice my team is kind of screwing me. Like, I don't know where my team's going, but they're not really helping much right now. Let's cross over here to the Emil and the M4190 and see if we can get some damage into these players. I'm not really worried at all about this Emil. We're just going to overpoke and get a nice pen. Ooh, that Scorpion's going to be a problem. Let's... Okay, well, that works too. The T25AT is on our side. So I'm going to back up right now. And we're going to aim in... Actually, I'm going to aim it on the Emil. I'd much rather get the Emil taken out of the game. Especially because our teammate got the clear anyway. We've gotten a lot of damage blocked so far this game. And the M4190 really doesn't scare me. The Smasher does, but the M4190 does not. Oh, what was that? That went nowhere close to where I aimed. Let's back up. Keep backing up. There you go. We don't have much support right now, which is a problem. Let's aim it on that Scorpion, and boom, 505. That's obviously got to hurt. M4190, not too worried about you, to be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, I just don't think this M41 is going to do enough to me that really scares me. We get a nice 460. HE shell doesn't pen us, and now this M41 cannot pen me anymore, so we just have to back up from the Tiger, which I'm going to aim in on, and let's hope that we don't low roll. Okay. Alright, game. I mean, these players aren't penning me. That's the crazy part about this tank. And you know what? Say goodbye to the M41. Let's just ram him. And boop, there you go. Easy clear. Now we just have to back up. This Tiger is clearly a skibbity brain rot because bro is literally firing HE into me. Probably because he saw how red my armor was with his standard. Remember, the Tiger only has like 240, 50 mils of premium APCR. So the Tiger literally can't pen me. Like, that's insane. We have the Smasher, who is potentially going to try and one-shot our AMX. He does try to one-shot the AMX, but clearly failed big time. We're going to roll around this corner, and we're going to get the clear into you. Boop, there you go. And our teammate gets the clear. Look at how many bounces we have on this thing. Holy. Yeah, the IS-6 is a little insane, guys. No longer is the K2 the ultimate Soviet heavy. I think the IS-6 takes the cake. I mean, thing's insane. 4,200 damage dealt, 2,600 blocked. We earned 170,000 credits and quite easily did top on the team there. When you're up against tier 7s, there's nothing tier 7s can do, right? If we go back to the armor profile while we're waiting to load in the battle, let me go show you what that Tiger saw, okay? And this is probably why that player resorted to firing high explosive. So go to tier 7, right? This is the Tiger one. This is what the Tiger saw with premium ammo if it was running rammer. And this is what it saw with Kali. Like, that's it. It's this bar here. And angled like I probably was there, a little bit at least. I mean, good luck, bro. Good luck. You won't pen me. That is insane. That's actually crazy. I'm going to be playing a lot with the IS-6. And we pair that with the fact that I now have 320 millimeters of premium pen. I mean, that's wild. Let me see what 320 millimeters of premium pen looks like against like an E75. Let's go to tier 9 heavies. Where's the E70 side? Tiger Mouse. So let's see how thick the turret of the E75 is. We go over to the armor inspector. So the turret of the E75 is 268. Even against heat, like, you're not going to bounce that. Even if it's 300. I still have 20 mils more than that. I might actually even be able to overmatch the roof of the E75. And again, like, the IS-6 is fast. It's not slow at all. Chilling at 35 kilometers per hour right now. Yeah, this thing's crazy. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you can buy the IS-6 right on the tech tree. I'll show you what I mean after this. I could be wrong, but it might be one of the tanks that you're still able to buy right on the tech tree purchase page, which is insane. Like, I never expected these vehicles to get this level of attention, but now that they have, oof. And this thing's, it's kind of wild. Alright, well, let's move up here. We got the T-71, we got the Predator. Let's keep on going. We got the silencer over here. I'm going to go for the silencer first, because that's definitely the biggest threat. Now, the IS-6 gun is still really mid. Like, it's not accurate at all, which will be a big downside. But you don't really need accuracy when you know, have good damage per shot. I'm just going to angle here. There's no way this player is going to pen me. I refuse to believe I will get penned at all, because this player isn't going to know where to shoot me. Like, they're just not going to know. So let's aim it on this tank again. Nice 422. We're getting good bleeds out so far. Obviously, I mean, we have so much pen. Even our standard against tier 7s is just going to butter right through them. The WZ is going to get that clear there. And we're just going to aim it on the Chimera, who can't pen me. In return, we get a nice 374. Literally nothing pens you. Like, this is crazy. I want to see if the Hori will. I mean, the Hori went... Oh, yeah, the Hori went right through our hull. You can see that, too. The APCR shell, the Hori doesn't have APCR, so the shell that ended up penning us... Ooh. Yeah, and there you go. We got overmatched on the roof. So as strong as this vehicle is, at the end of the day, you will overmatch the roof if you're in a higher alpha tank. It's not a very hard shot at all. Like, this Hori might cut right through our roof. And, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see. Did we get penned through the roof? No, we just went straight through the turret. Oof. Yeah, our armor's not working anymore. It was working. It felt great. And then it just stopped. Every single player on their team just went right through the turret weak spots. It's tragic, but nothing I can really do about it. I can do that. Goodbye. Goodbye. But yeah, the armor on the tank, it's still going to be situational. Like, yeah, anything that has good pen, tier 9s, probably cut right through you. Chimera has really good premium pen. It'll probably cut right through me. I don't actually know where that Chimera penned me with the other shell, though. Oh, you know what? It looks like it may have gone... Yeah, I think that shell went through my... Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know where the other shell from that Chimera was. I saw the one from the Hori on our hull. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I do see it. The Chimera hatched me again. If you actually look closely on my hatch, you'll notice there's 2 shell marks. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but right there, there's actually 2 shell marks on the roof of my tank. So that's what happened. The Chimera shot us 2 times in the roof. So, yeah, while the armor on this tank is really good, at the end of the day, if players know how to shoot you in the hatch, they'll just pen every time. It's a little bit of a bummer, but it's definitely true. Alright, let's see if we can get a damaging shell into this T-32. Great shot, bro. That was truly amazing. Um, I'm hoping that we can facehug this guy, and then we can get a bounce. But we'll see. Hopefully, okay, well, obviously this player is not very good, but realistically, I don't want to be penned in the hatch, so I have to make sure that the T-32 does not try and hatch me, because the hull will be fine, yeah. Had to load gold, we live, and yeah, we still did pretty good this game, to be fair. We got blocks, we did damage, and we distracted. And that's exactly what you want for a tank like this. Against tier 7s, this thing's going to be insane. Against tier 8s, you got to be a little careful. The hatch is still a really big weak spot. I mean, you can see that too. If we pull up Armor Inspector, and we go back to the IS-6, like, look how weak the roof is. That's a big weak spot. Especially, this is only APCR, because it's the Tiger. If you get a vehicle like the Tankenstein, which overmatches it, the roof on this vehicle is only 30. So, literally, any tanks that have high pen will just cut, like, right through the roof. The Chimera can shoot me anywhere here, and it'll cut through the roof. So, that is a big problem. It's a bummer, but everywhere else, the whole hull is red. So, against players that don't really have brain cells, this is what your armor is going to look like. And judging that most tier 7 and 8 players don't have brain cells, that's what you're going to look like to most players. It's kind of insane. You saw that in the Nube battle. So, yeah, I think the IS-6 is kind of wild now. Either way, both games we did really well, over 3,000 damage. And the 322 mils of heat pen just allows the vehicle to feel so nice. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.